Hey folks, just consider this a really quick part 2 to the capstone video I made. This is an image of the geometry that you're looking at right here, as you can see, and where the capstone is placed. The Star of David in the background is actually made up of a bunch of triangles, like you can see right here. And by the way, that takes a very long time to make these kinds of things. If you're off just by a little bit, it throws everything off. So you have to really be exact. So I make my images extremely large, and I use very thin lines, and I try to be as exact as I possibly can, because if you're off by just a little bit, it can throw everything off. And trust me, it's happened a few times, and it's very frustrating. But this is what I want to show you. I think my intuition, in fact, I'm almost positive my intuition was correct on this. I found an old image of Jesus, and you see these large circles right here? These are where they usually place their halos or their heads. Okay, so here's the triangle that I colored in. That's the capstone of the pyramid. Let me just zoom in. You can see that a little bit closer. Okay, and then and by the way, in case you didn't know, these tetractys, the second order tetractys, and I want to thank, I don't know if you guys have checked out Stephen Phillips, his site for sacred geometry, but I definitely, if I were you, I would, but some of it can possibly be over your head because there's a lot of math and stuff like that it does, but when you start looking at the shapes and the symbols that some of the shapes make, it gives you a really good idea about some of the stuff that's going on. So anyway, sorry. Okay, so back to this. Okay, so here is the geometry of this thing. And then I looked at another image I had just found. And let's see, point it on here real quick. It's not that one. It's this one. This one right here. Let me back up a little bit. Do you see that orange pyramid behind him? Do you see the angles of the pyramid? They match the angles of the Great Pyramid that you see. The lines go down the same. And, okay, if you take that little yellow capstone off, this is what you see. How's that for intuition? It's the exact same thing. I mean, almost exact. Mine's, of course, done with a computer. Whoever did this drew it freehand, but it's the exact same symbolism. The big circle on the right, that's where they place their head. The pyramid running down both sides, and the capstone right on top. Isn't that amazing? Anyways, there's nothing quite like confirmation, and here's what it looks like right down here. You can see the sides of the pyramid run all the way down that orange triangle, all the way down to the halfway down the image. So anyways, I thought you would enjoy that. You guys take care, and I'll talk to you soon.